Padre, story time again?
Yes, about Teresa of Avila.
She prayed always.
Oh yes, and more. Children, tonight let me tell you about a saint who taught the whole world how to pray deeply and love God with all her heart, Saint Teresa of Avila. She was born in 1515 in Avila, Spain. Her family was noble, but she grew up like any ordinary child. She loved reading stories of saints and heroes, and once even tried to run away with her brother to fight the Moors, saying, "I want to see God." But her uncle stopped them at the city gates. Even as a child, she had that burning desire. She wanted heaven. As she grew, Teresa was lively, witty and cheerful. She liked company, beautiful clothes, and stories of knights. But deep inside, she always felt God was calling her. At just 20 years old, she joined the Carmelite convent. Her life there wasn't easy. She became very sick at one point, so ill that her family thought she had died. But she recovered, and in that suffering, she learned the power of prayer and surrender. Now, children, let me share with you some of the wonders and miracles that God worked through Saint Teresa. When Teresa prayed, sometimes her love for God was so strong that she lifted from the ground. The sisters in the convent often saw her body rise into the air. Teresa begged God not to let it happen in public. She wanted humility. Once, a crippled man begged for her blessing. With simple prayer, he rose and walked, healed completely. Many times, Jesus appeared to her, speaking to her like a friend. Once he said, "Do not fear, Teresa, I am always with you." An angel appeared holding a golden arrow. He pierced her heart with fire, filling her with the burning love of God. She later described it as the sweetest pain, a union with Christ himself. In her convent, food was scarce, but after her prayers, baskets that were almost empty became full, enough to feed all the sisters. She once told a priest that his death was near and urged him to prepare his soul. He died peacefully, exactly as she had foretold. She prayed for a woman tormented by demonic oppression. Instantly, the woman found peace and never suffered again. When her reformed Carmelite convents were in danger, witnesses saw light surrounding the buildings, as though angels were standing guard. Hardened hearts melted when they met her. Proud nobles knelt in tears, returning to confession and faith after years away from the church. After her death in 1582, her body remained incorrupt. The fragrance of flowers filled the air, a sign of holiness. Teresa spent her life reforming the Carmelite order, bringing it back to poverty, prayer, and simplicity. She wrote famous books like The Interior Castle and The Way of Perfection, which are still read today. She died peacefully on October 4th, 1582. 40 years later, her body was found incorrupt. In 1622, she was canonized a saint. In 1970, she was given the title Doctor of the Church, one of the first women ever to receive it.
Padre, prayer made her fly.
Yes, God lifted her.
So prayer is powerful.
Yes, prayer brings miracles. Children, what we learn from Saint Teresa is this: prayer is not boring, it is a friendship with God. And when you pray sincerely, He listens, He comforts, and He gives strength. And dear friends watching at home, this story is for all audiences, young and old. It's based on the life of Saint Teresa of Avila, one of the greatest teachers of prayer in Catholic history. If you enjoyed this, like the video, share it, and subscribe for more stories of saints and miracles. Many more adventures are waiting for you. God bless, and see you next time.